Giantess Admirer says, "Hi, Paulyfrog. Please ask Jim why he thinks universal basic income is a post-scarcity thing."
Yeah, that was somebody that asked that on the super chat. So, okay, why would UBI make more sense post-scarcity? Because you're in a society at the point of post-scarcity, where your economy and the impact of what people are making is not going to affect your ability to manufacture or to produce goods or provide services. If you start giving UBI right now, you're going to have a knock-on effect. And I know people say, oh, that's not going to happen if we do like $15 minimum wage. But say you're somebody skilled in a trade, right? Mm. Or somebody with a higher end job, and you're making $30 or $40 an hour. And that's the worth of the work that you put in, whether it's service or whatever it is that you're doing. You put the hours in, you put the training in, you did the work, you're making $30 to $40 an hour. It's a good living. You're happy with it. But now you find out the guy that was making $5 an hour doing a job that requires no real effort is making $15 to $20 an hour. You're going to start to say, well, I want the gap that exists, right? That gap is important to me because that gap is my value. The gap between where they are and where I am based on what I do and what they do. So you've got this weird kind of change, right? It also affects the flow of things like products in the line, delivery, marketing, everything else. Like it's all kind of interconnected. So in a non-scarcity environment, in a society where you're paid by your worth and what the work is worth, you know, introducing UBI is going to have a similar effect to changing people's rates per hour based on what they do. It's going to have this weird knock-on effect. In a post-scarcity society, at least this is my opinion, where you've got mostly machines doing everything, and everything's taken care of, and everything's a kiosk, and it doesn't fucking matter anymore, then it's a different conversation. That's how I've always seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with automation, do you think like with automation that there's going to have to be some type of universal basic income? Because I mean, eventually,
have you seen what automation looks like? I think that when we talk about this now, people think, oh, in the future, Jim. Yeah, in the future, maybe that'll be a question. I want you to go look at the automated warehouses that exist now. I'm not even talking Amazon. There are warehouses where there are 2 or 3 people working in an area that's the size of a football field, that's got machines screaming around them at high speed, organizing, stacking, delivering, marking, putting away. It's fucking insane. The level of automation and drones that are out there right now currently working. That's at the very beginning of the supply chain. And that's going to proliferate and work its way down every aspect of it. They're going to say it works so well in the warehouse. Why not have the trucks drive themselves? And, the trucks drive themselves so well. Why have somebody deliver the package to the door? We'll just have a drone deliver it from the truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it just, you add on more and more jobs get knocked off, it's the warehouse worker's gone. It's the loader that's gone. It's the driver that's gone. It's the delivery guy that's gone, until you've wiped out 30 million jobs. And then what the fuck do you do? Where do those people go to work?
Yeah,
they compete with somebody that got their degree in a foreign country to do, programming, because the guy from India is willing to do it for 10 cents where you want, $10. So I don't know. All this shit, it's a conversation somebody's going to eventually have to have because it's going to be a reality eventually. But it's there right now. I mean, let me see if I can find this. You can ask another question while I look this up, so I'm not like stalling your stream or anything.
Oh no, you're totally fine. I'll refresh and see if there's any more questions. Metokur.
Here we go. This is this is from 4 years ago. So this is 4 years ago. I'll put the link in the side chat, the private chat.
Okay, yeah.
It should be the right one. Hopefully that's not hardcore dolphin porn.
Okay, all right, so there it is. There's the YouTube video. Okay, I'm grabbing it right now.
I just want you to take a look at what I'm talking about. Look at the size of this facility. That's all automated.
All right, I'm pulling it up. I want to show it on stream. So
this is your future. Look at the size of this fucking place.
Yeah.
Look at the speed of them.
Damn. Well, yeah. I guess this is our future.
So now you tell me how Jimmy, a high school student who needs his first job, is going to compete with this. How is he going to prove his worth that he can do it better than this shit for the money he wants to make for his first entry-level job.
He can't.
He's absolutely fucked. And all those trucks you see driving outside, they'll be automated. This repair staff, the people that are fixing the robots, eventually that's just going to be robots fixing robots.
Yeah.
You set up something like this, and how do you compete against this?
You really can't. So do you think that universal basic income will have to be something? Because what are we going to do with all these people?
I don't know if there's more to it than just automation and drones when it comes to UBI and post scarcity. What do I think the solution is? I think I don't know what the solution is. You're going to have a lot of people get angry. It's going to be whoever gets angriest is going to come up with a solution. Let me put it that way.
So we go into Uncle Ted's cabin. Is that what we're doing?
I think what you're going to find is a lot of people are going to say, what's the point of society? What's the point for me to compete anymore? I can't get a job that's entry level. I can't get a job that's basic. My trade job doesn't pay me what it used to pay because these fucking machines have taken over. I can't be a trucker anymore. That's taken from me. If I say anything about how pissed off I am, I get banned off every fucking platform that exists. If I say anything against the government, I can't have a bank account. If I show up at the wrong protest, I get thrown in prison. So I can't think what I want to think. I can't do what I want to do. I can't earn a living for my family. I can't express myself. I'm going to be impoverished on the streets. I'm fucked. The question really is, how many of those people, because it doesn't matter what your politics are at that point, does it?
No.
How many of those people in that situation does it take for enough to be enough? That's what you're looking at. You're watching a slow boil happen right now. So, how quickly does that come on and where does that go? I don't know. But, it goes from 1 million people to 10 million to 20. What's the magic number of that kind of mentality where their lives are so fucked by shit like this and by, people in power, whether it be corporate or government, who just don't care what their future is? How many of them does it take for something to happen? And that's a question we'll see answered. Well, maybe not me, because I'll probably be dead from cancer. That's a question you'll see in your lifetime be answered. And I don't know what the answer is, but you will see it.
Oh, the revolution won't be televised. It'll be live streamed. I guess I'll be live streaming the revolution if I live that long.
And it'll be live streamed by an automated drone rather than a streamer, because they've been replaced too.
Oh shit!
And those drones will be owned by CBS, that has exclusive streaming rights to YouTube that you can't use anymore.
Oh shit! Oh, kiss my channel goodbye. Well, I'll enjoy it while I can, I guess. Oh. Oh shit. Let's see. We got a couple more questions here. Let's see. Metokur Fembot says, I was watching Crowder today and Biden released his plan to fight inflation. It was literally 3 words: trust the Fed. Also, UBI is commie shit. Pinochet is the asker's future. Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, you're looking at UBI again. If it was implemented in society as it is now, right? A free capitalist society where your work earns you your living. Post scarcity is more of a conversation of what do we do in the reality of a society where everything is in abundance, right? Where we don't have to fight for resources, where everything is made by machines that do all the work for us. And I don't have to worry about food or rent or any of that shit. I can just be creative. That's kind of the conversation then of what UBI looks like. It's like a utopian viewpoint. Post scarcity, it's like utopia. That's why it's not really a great conversation to have, because we're never going to get utopia.
Josie said, "Don't." Speaking of, you won't get utopia. You won't have to worry about it. Don't worry, Jim. You'll get a hospice death pod.
Yeah, that's right. There we
go. People are saying the Civil War will be sponsored by Pfizer.
You might get some cyberpunk shit. Yeah, you might get corporations going against each other. I know it sounds crazy, right? Like, how could a corporation have a lot of power? But you see mergers happen. You see corporations become super profitable. They have more and more say in how things are run. I mean, the internet is crucial to commerce and communication. Mm-hmm. They interfere with government, and then you've got things like PMCs. You also have things, like BlackRock and others that are buying up properties. I mean, you could see yourself in 10, 20 years having a corporation that basically owns your house, owns a police force, owns the local government, And then, yeah, it is you living under the the Pfizer corporatocracy, and your enemy now is not Russia or China or the state next to you. Your enemy is Moderna, who happens to be next door, and they own the other town. So it's the battle of Pfizer and Moderna. It will be the next fucking civil war because they bought everything up.
Eric Jimenez, yeah, speaking of that, says corpo wars. Yeah, corporation wars. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, sci-fi and fantasy are really good, not just for entertainment, but they're good because it lets people kind of think of outlandish scenarios that typically in one way or another somehow find aspects of themselves becoming the reality of tomorrow, right? Like the technology you see and your shitty sci-fi show from the 50s, they're kind of there now, right? Idea of flying cars, of autonomous robots, of drones, instant communication, online shopping, like all that shit really did kind of plan out. So now we've got like the flavor of sci-fi and fantasy from the 70s to the 90s, which is really dark shit, right? It's that corpo shit. It's that, life is going to suck. It's going to be dystopia shit. So, I mean, going based on that from the 40s, 50s, and 60s being like, we're going to fly in the stars and robots will give us blowjobs, to we're gonna be Pfizer's bitch and eating out of gutters. So I mean that's
we're gonna be eating the bugs.
Yeah.
Jay Vickers asks, do you think food riots will be crazier than the Summer of Love?
Do I think food riots will be crazy? Well, I mean, isn't the U.S. still an exporter? I mean, we're still an exporter of most of our stuff when it comes to food and energy. Or with energy, it used to be that. I don't know. If you're worried about food, just stockpile. A bag of rice will go a long way, covering you for months, really. A couple canned things, meat do you well, too. I don't know. I think if food becomes an issue, I think people can do what we used to do. I mean, remember in World War II, we had victory gardens.
Yeah.
Right? It was, hey, supply and demand, things are fucked. We don't have enough food. We got to support the boys. So you can help support the war effort by growing your own food. You need to learn to garden, right? Mm-hmm. I think people have become kind of soft in this regard, like hunting, fishing, gardening. I know saying gardening and manliness doesn't make sense to some people, but it's the idea of being self-sufficient at its core. Do you know how to fish? Do you know how to hunt? Could you hunt if you needed to hunt? And not even just with a gun, but like, could you take a bow out into the woods, kill something, gut it? And do you know how to do that? Can you bleed an animal? When it comes to crops, do you know what crops to grow? Well, what's the best plant to get the best yield? Could you do that in your backyard? So, I mean, I think it's that kind of stuff that would probably help lessen it. And so, I mean, as far as that, I think victory gardens probably will make a comeback if we have food shortages.
Yeah, I think so too. Like they were already during the pandemic. I know there were people encouraging victory gardens because of potential like supply chain crisis. Let's see. I'm a little Pip says, ask Jim if he played Ace Combat 3 because they deal with this exact topic. I think that was referring to like dystopia.
Well, yeah, no, I played. Well, I should say not really the PS1 ones, but I played. I think it's 4, 5, and 0 on PS2. I can't remember if I played 3 or not.
Okay.
Let me see. No, I don't think I'm not sure if 3 was on PS1 or PS2. But yeah, no, dystopia shit. Yeah. I'm not super optimistic for the future. But we'll see where it goes, I guess. I might be a bit biased for my own reasons on that though, folks. So you're going to have to take that with a grain of salt.
I tend to be the same way. I tend to be have a little more pessimistic outlook on things when it comes to like the future. Monstrous Post